About 2017, 2016, I was doing live on Instagram. I used to go all the time at about 4 o'clock Eastern time. And I got trolled by quite a few. I had this young man come on and he started trolling me, but I always called him my polite troll. Well, for until this year, we were always talking. Connor, his name was C Steady. And we had a unique friendship over this. Never had the honor of meeting him in person. But Connor would he knew how to push the right buttons with me. I probably blocked him hundreds of times and unblocked him, and then I ended up doing apologizing for doing it. And we always would talk. We talked every day. And he at times would tell me that I had helped him through some dark times. And I really never understood. He said he was getting help, and I really never understood. Remember one time, I think it was September, I'm not sure what year, might have been last year, the year before. I asked him, "How you doing, Connor?" He's like, "I'm in a bad place, man. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to be happy all the time, not just some of the time, all the time." So I told him, "Let's play the game." We used to play Fortnite. Every night we played Fortnite for hours. I suck at it, but Connor was good, and so was our friend Tony. And we would play, and I get Connor to talk to me. Then, right, and then there was another time I asked him, "How's he doing?" And Tim, life just sucks right now, man. I appreciate you as someone to talk to, though sometimes it might not make sense. It's good. It's so good to talk to someone. I appreciate you being there, man. And we had these. Another time he told him, "I'm not doing well, Tim. I want to die, okay?" And then I told him, "Let's play some Fortnite with Tony and some other people." It's like, "Wait, Tony and others who?" So he would balance. I couldn't read him that well. So it was hard to really know where he was coming from. And this went over. I mean, we would talk last year. He would tell me, he'd be like, earlier this year and last year, he'd be like, "What would it be like if we never talked again, Tim?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. I don't know, Connor. It would really suck." And then one time I had a lump on my throat here. And I'm 60, 63 years old now, but I was in my 60s. And the doctor set up a biopsy, and I was scared. I was thinking, "Oh my God, the big C, I've got cancer. What am I going to do? What if I lose my voice? What's going to happen?" And Connor was there for me, and so was Tony, both our friends. And Connor didn't, he let me talk. He let me vent. I was crying at times because it was scary. I've talked to people, I've messaged people that have gone through that, and what I went through was nothing compared to what they're going through. That's why I try to help them as much as I can. But Connor was there for me because as soon as it was over with, he'd light me up again. I think sometimes he light me up so much he said, "Going, see you, Tim." No, just to watch. Well, February 7th of this year, Connor sent me this DM. I was at work. "Appreciate you, Tim. You're a great guy. Even though we have our differences, I still love you, okay, brother? Big fat whale, you feel me? You at work, motor mouth?" I think I just got home. Well, I should have hit me then. The Connor doesn't send me messages. He'd always call me. Didn't hit me then till now. And then his girlfriend DM'd me. We were talking, and she got a message from him that was a little weird. So I told her, I says, "If you think there's something wrong, call the police where he lives. She had the number there, and call for a wellness check. Well, by the time we got these messages, Connor had already killed himself. I was never able to meet him in person. And I think today, I always think, even now, after this long, what did I miss? What could I have done? Could I have done anything? I mean, his girlfriends tell me, people tell me all the time, don't think like that, but it's still up here. This month, September, is suicide prevention, suicide month. Connor had demons. I didn't know what they were, but he had demons. He fought those demons. I know he fought. That's the type of boy he was. He was the type of man he was. He was a young man. He fought those demons, but eventually those demons won. And it happens. It sucks. And part of me is angry at him for taking his own life. And part of me's like, I can understand that you fight for so long and nothing seems to work. And he left a girlfriend. He left a girlfriend, and he has real good friends that I know cared about him. His family I know cared about him, and I know he cared about them. He knew he had somebody to talk to, and he would. But there's sometimes the demons are so powerful that you just can't beat them. That's what happened with Connor. That's why I try to talk to people. I communicate, because when you have things happening that you just don't understand, your mind or whatever, you talk to somebody. It be a friend, be it a doctor, your family. You don't hide it. You don't cover it up. You talk. And you keep talking, and you keep talking. You're never alone. You are never alone. You've got to believe that you are never alone. Connor knew this. But the demons would just control him so much that we found out that he had paced in front of the vehicle he was with for a while before he did it, which means he was fighting it till then. He was fighting and fighting and fighting until he just couldn't fight anymore. The demons won. But I talk about Connor because I don't want to forget his memory, and I want people to know that friendship does nothing to do with age. Friendship has to do with understanding. And with Connor, nobody understood our friendship. People would, if somebody walked in and us talking, when my sister walked in and hear me and Connor talking, she'd be like, how can you let him talk to you like that? But eventually she would listen and understand that was just our friendship. And Tony, our good friend, Tony, he could push the right buttons, and I would lose an intellectual talk with him. Okay, an intellectual argument with him, because I could never come up with facts. And he knows he'd make me mad. God, I miss Connor. I talk with him every day. We talked. Or I got angry, I yelled. And even if I'm at work, I try not to yell, but I was doing it. I'd be home here. Let's play Fortnite. Okay, I played Fortnite. One time me, Tony, and Connor were playing Fortnite. Those two decided to go on a killing spree, leaving me by myself against threes. They got 64 kills that game. Of course, I'm watching the rest of the week because I got killed immediately. I always had fun with him, even when he spun me up. Because a couple hours later, we'd be talking. Sometimes I had to put the phone on sleeper mode because he just kept on calling me. So I finally said, Connor, I need to get to sleep. But I knew if I had something to talk about, he would be there for me. And he knew I was there for him. He knew that, but I know it was hard for him. It's hard for people that have demons. All you can do is let people know that they will have somebody there for them as much as you can be. And that's all you can do. You can be a friend and be a listener. And once in a while, I get angry with them. Sometimes that's what it is. I'm always going to think about Connor. I'm never going to forget him. He was one of my best friends. People would be like, "Oh, Tim, you're 63 years old. He was only 19 years old." So what? Age has nothing to do with friendship. Friendship isn't age. Friendship is communicating with each other in different ways possible. And Connor and I were like that. People finally understood us, and they understood where we were coming from, and they understood the friendship that we had. I think about them, and I do always wonder, what could I have done? My heart, my brain, my heart says there's nothing I could have done. My brain wants to say, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? Connor fought. I know he fought hard. But those demons took over. And they won. We got other people out there that are fighting hard. And they're fighting hard and they're fighting against things. It's just not this. It's physical. People are fighting against cancer. People are fighting, but they're fighting. And that's the key. You keep fighting until you can't anymore. You don't quit. You keep fighting. People might tell me, well, Connor quit. No, he didn't quit. The demon took him. Whatever that demon was, it took him. But he knew he had friends there for him. It's just, at this point, they couldn't help him. I'm speaking now because of the way the month is. I don't want it just to be a month. It should be all the time. If you've got a problem, talk to somebody. If you've got something up here that just says, I hate life, then talk to somebody about it. There's so much out there for you younger people. There's so much for you to do, for you to accomplish. You're just at the beginning. Don't waste it. Right there is what your life is. This is everything else. This is where you are, and you grow into this. You don't quit here. You keep growing and growing and growing. If something happens, you hit it, you fight it, you move on. You learn, you move on. If you've got a friend that's having trouble, talk to them. Communicate with them. Let them know you are there for them. Don't let anybody think they're alone. Nobody's alone. Nobody. There's always help for somebody out there. But there's times that you have to be the one to make these. Hey, how's it going, man? Like you heard me say with Connor. I said, how you doing? And then he told me that, and I said, okay, let's talk. That's all you have to do. You have to let people know they have a voice. They have somebody they can talk to. And sometimes that's all it takes. So people to know they're not alone. So people to know that they can talk to somebody. If you have a friend in trouble, a friend in need, then help them. Don't just look at them and say, okay. I'm not saying you do, but so many people do. You don't know all the answers because you don't know all the questions. I don't know the answers because I don't know all the questions. Nobody does. All you can do is be an avenue for people to talk to. You listen to them and you give them an option. You give them a way to communicate, to vent. If they want to scream and yell at them. Be there for them. It may not always work. With Connor, it didn't. But I know I was there for him. And so were all of his other friends. But the demons were more powerful. I'll end this now and just say what I always do. Stay positive, strong, safe, and happy.